The Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie case update. It's been around 2 weeks now since any new details regarding the Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie case have been made publicly available. It appears that all the information that were available to the public to date have been released, with nothing more being said by either the Laundrie parents, their attorney, the FBI or the police. The general public, who have been following the events surrounding the mysterious deaths of both Gabby and Brian, are anxiously waiting in anticipation to find out more, while it appears that the media and social media reports are scaling down and drying up considerably. There is good reason why this case has captivated audiences around the world, as domestic violence is a real matter of concern, and so many parents are looking for clues as to how to deal with real-life situations that their children could be facing in their relationships, where suspicion exists that their children may be victims of such abuse in their relationships. What we do know so far in the Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie case is that Gabby broke down on body cam footage explaining some of the ordeals she faced in a relationship with Brian, and the warning bells most certainly were raised among viewers that their relationship may not have been as what it had been depicted on her social media platforms. One of the most common fears of a parent is to lose a child. In life, it is generally accepted that children would lose their parents due to the natural progression of aging, but the reverse is the worst that could happen to any parent, especially if the child succumbed and was slain at the hand of their life partner. The Gabby and Brian case is remnant of being similar to a modern-day Romeo and Juliet scenario, with details however much more dramatic and violent. The cause of Gabby Petito's death was ruled a homicide by means of manual strangulation, which is unfortunately a common mode chosen generally by someone personally involved with the victim. The Ford Transit van the couple was driving throughout their cross-country excursion was spotted by a passing vehicle dashcam while the van was parked alongside the road near the Bridger-Teton National Forest. The footage also captured what appeared to be a person ducking down and away when the vehicle drove past. News Nation's reporter Brian Enton visited this area during the past week and had to make his way through wet terrain, passing through creeks and rivers to reach the site where Gabby's body was found. This spanned over a range of around 1,000 feet or approximately 305 meters from the spot where the van was parked. So many questions arise of what exactly transpired on that day. Was Gabby killed prior to reaching the Bridger-Teton National Forest? Was she murdered in her own van? Or was she dragged alive over a spread of 1,000 feet to a place where her remains were found? The most likely answer is that we would probably never know, as skeletal remains of Brian was found a month later in the Mayakiachi Park, which could mean that all we would like to know could have been taken to their respective graves. The only possible answers we need could only come from a few sources that are left, those being Brian Laundrie's family, who could eventually end up telling us what they know, or information that the FBI might have that they have not yet revealed in the form of possible cell phone communication found from either phones belonging to Brian or Gabby, or even maybe a cell phone tower dump, which is a long shot but well worth the effort. Then of course there is still the possibility of the notebook and other items found belonging to Brian along with his skeletal remains, which could perhaps shed some light on a few currently unanswered questions. Lastly, the much anticipated anthropologist report, which is expected to be released around the end of November, which could possibly give us some insight into the cause of Brian's death. In any event, we will keep you posted as more information becomes available. So stay tuned to WTWN as we keep you informed.